I was just like to make a video here. I've been thinking about this all day from things that I've experienced in the dinky little religious conservative town I live in. I've noticed that, and Gallup and Pew did research on this too, 65 to 70% of people accept gay or lesbian people. That doesn't mean that they support marriage equality. That means that they're okay with it. Transgendered and bisexual people got a 28 to 32%. People like me don't have any representation. It's supposed to be LGBT. But only LG has rights and BT doesn't. We're treated like shit. We're treated like second-class citizens. And, I mean, what? I mean, it used to be marriage equality. Well, that's for people who are gay. What about people who are bisexual? 38% of women have had a lesbian experience, but they're still attracted to men. That's a lot of women who are bisexual. I mean, back when I was a kid, man, we used to not talk about this shit. This wasn't even an issue. This didn't become an issue until fucking Lady Gaga. This didn't become an issue until 2010. She's the one who made it an issue. Her and all these other pop stars and shit. And now it's turned into this big fucking thing. And, you know, as somebody who supports marriage equality, I'm starting to think to myself, is this really worth it? I mean, we have marriage equality, right? But we still don't have rights. I mean, gay and lesbian people do, but bisexual and transgender people don't. Because there's nobody defending us. I mean, there's a lot of gay rights activists that have said that the Human Rights Campaign and all this other stuff is really, it's really focused, frankly, on lesbians and gay people. Bisexuals and transgenders, they couldn't give a fuck about. And it's not right. We're not asking for marriage equality. We're asking for understanding and tolerance, which apparently is the equivalent of asking a bank to hand over all of its money. It's the equivalent of looking up at the sky and asking for it to rain. You see what I'm trying to say, right? I mean, it's like, we're not going to get anywhere. It's going to take another 5 to 10 years for us to have full fucking rights. You know? So you gay and lesbian people, you got it fucking made. We don't. We don't get hired. We don't have medical benefits. We can't go to hospitals. We can't have our own fucking bathrooms. We can't have anything. We don't have any rights whatsoever. You fucking do. So while you're living it up with your fucking rights and your civil liberties and shit, we're fucking losing ours. Another thing, I'm also an atheist. 22% of the country have no religious affiliation. And 6% of those 22% of people are atheists. 22%. That's more than all the Hispanics and all the black people in this country combined. We don't have representation. We don't have shit either. You can't hold public office unless you're a Christian in over 20 different states. Because you have to swear on a fucking Bible. Well, why don't you swear on a Quran? It's against the First Amendment. You know, you cannot have religion in government. Why don't you go get the Torah or some shit? Another thing is, a few years ago, the Senate had a hearing on this about suicides with LGBT. They found that transgendered and bisexual people had a 80% higher suicide rate than lesbians, gays, or heterosexual people. Now, why is that? I told you, because we're not accepted, because there's no tolerance for us, there's no acceptance for us, there's no equality for us. We're all gonna fucking commit suicide. So all you little gay people out there and lesbians and stuff, you're not going to commit suicide because you don't have to anymore. We do. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. I mean, I live in a town where people think I'm a woman. I fuck girls. I mean, I live in a town where if I fake out that I'm heterosexual, I have people attack me. But if I'm LGBT, people don't talk to me and they just like, oh, that's fine. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like that. Hang on a minute. I want to check how much time I got. It's kind of like that movie on YouTube about what would happen if heterosexual people were treated as bad as gays were in the world. That's what our country's becoming. Maybe not the entire country, but at least where I live, it's becoming like, I don't know. It's like gays the new normal and straight people. It's like there's something wrong with you if you're attracted to a woman. It's like there's something wrong with you. I don't understand. I mean, I first liked where this country was going, and now I'm really starting to have second thoughts on it. You know, I'm starting to think that we're heading down a road of destruction. Maybe the Christians are right. Maybe the evangelicals and fundamentalists, maybe they're right. Maybe our country is going to collapse like Sodom and Gomorrah because of gay marriage. I mean, in my community, it sure looks that way. You know, straight people referred to as breeders. Like discriminatory language, like there's something wrong with you, that you're gay for the straight people, and that if you're gay, there's something wrong with you if you're straight. For all the gay people out there, do not become like heterosexual people. Don't discriminate. You're just becoming like them. We're all human beings. You know, you talk about acceptance and tolerance and this equality and this liberal shit, but yet you only want it for yourself. You don't care about black people, you don't care about white people, you don't care about straight people, and you don't care about Christians. All you care about is your little fucking little Wiccan, neo-pagan agenda and this fucking gay shit. And yes, the majority of gay people don't think like this. But a small few of them do. Look at what's happening in Texas. Go look up the shit about the mayor of Houston there. I mean, what the fuck is going on around here? Once you get all... I mean, you give these people an inch and they take a fucking mile. You know? I mean, I don't understand. You know, straight people say, well, maybe we should give him rights. And then once you give him rights, then they're talking about bringing back the lions and fucking killing off the Christians, and making like instead of sodomy laws, having anti-straight laws, having laws against people reproducing, having, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it makes it look like these fundamentalist Christians were right. I guess the title of this video is, I'm gonna make it this, I guess. You know, was Pat Robertson right? Was Michelle Bachmann right? You know, I mean, were these people right? Because when I go up there to Springfield and shit, I see people are like equal. And then once you go to these little towns, it's like you're either anti-breeder and you're pro-gay, or you're anti-gay and you're pro-breeder. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's like Colorado wants to, like the state of Colorado wants to break off from Denver because Denver is gay marriage, Denver is Democrat, and Denver has legalized marijuana. The rest of Colorado doesn't want any of that. I mean, that's the division in this country, man. Anyway, I've been thinking about this all day, you know. I've had all this weird shit, like, you can't compliment women. You can't say they look pretty. You can't You can't hit on girls, you can't flirt with them, you can't anything, because they just give you these bad looks. And they feel threatened by you. And it's like this all over this fucking country. All the women are like closet gays. I mean, it's fucked up. I mean, where is the morals in this country? There's nothing. That fucking ignorant son of a bitch, these congressmen and even our president just sits on their fucking ass and don't do anything. Then they wonder why only 6% support the fuckers. You walk down every street, all these houses, I'm a Republican, I support Rodney Davis, I blah blah blah, and all the rest of it. And I'm thinking to myself, well then why are you, okay, if you people are so fucking conservative, then why are you so pro-gay? Why are you so, it doesn't make sense, man. Anyway, I'm running out of time, that's all I got to say. Later, bro.